Man, his stuff looks super high frame rate. So I don't know what the matchup is here. I also don't know Dave's opponent. I think I see that's Elves. There's a Pendelhaven in there and a Wirewood symbiote. So player 2 on Elves, Dave on Lion's Eye Diamond doesn't help because he's always playing Storm, Chrome Mox, and that looks like a block card, so we're gonna assume Black Saga Storm. So sorry to whoever player 2 is. Not sure your name. Um Actually, do I still have a picture of the standings? Maybe I can kind of deduce who it is, who it may be. Let me see here. Um, there's a bunch of people I don't know. I think it's Andrew. So I think we have Dave versus Andrew. Um, I don't know. Should I assume that his name is Andrew and just call him Andrew for the rest of the game, or do I be disrespectful and just call him Player Two? Or we'll call him Elves. We'll just call him Elf or Elves. So Dave thoughts using Elves. Player 2 until he shows up to stream. Facts. So he takes. I don't even know what card that was. Oh, nice guy. Player 2, nice guy, showing us for the stream. Keeping his hand open. Nice. Those are Guru Forests, too. Alright, so he plays Wooded Foothills. Cracks the Wooded Foothills. So how's it going, guys? Did you guys have big dinner? Wow, searches for a second Dryad Arbor. Does that mean he's drawn Gaia's Cradle? Taps 2 to play his 2 creatures. Pretty sure he's drawn a Gaia's Cradle. Man, foil Future Sight Elf or Dryad Arbors, man. Damn, those are nice. Vault of Whispers from Dave. Very nice. And just passes the turn. Not what you want to be doing with Black Saga Storm. I don't think. Taps 3 mana. Returns a forest to untap. Plays a forest. So he has 3 floating. 4. Natural order. Okay. Ah, so this gets a Crater Hoof. Nice. Oh, yeah, this is what we want to see. This is the Elves. This combo versus combo. Mono green versus mono black. So I think Dave doing combat math and picks him up. Wow. I think you could have kept rolling for this one, Dave. Didn't think you needed to cut that off there. But round 1, game 2. So presumably Dave on the play. Um, so kind of hard to see Dave's hand. We can see glimpses of Andrew's, but I don't know Elves well enough to do any sort of game commentary, to be honest. Looks good enough for Andrew, so good enough for us. Dave on the mulligan. I can't do regular math, so I can't do elves math either. Especially if it's combo elves and not fiend artisan elves. Two very interesting and distinct styles of play. But I'm wondering what Dave kept in his first game's opening hand. Because he just went lands, go. Like, I don't know. Like, that. I don't think that's ever where you want to be on game one. Round one, game one. Like, unless you had the Urza Saga or like a really strong turn two, pretty hard to like keep a hand like that. Again, I'm not sure about Black Saga Storm because I don't know. It doesn't seem as fast as Tess, but it definitely is faster than Ant. So we see 3 lands. I don't know what the. Oh, that's an Elvish Visionary. So 2 mana, 1/1 that draws a card. I think you get rid of the Heritage Druid, right? No, maybe Elvish Visionary because it draws him into gas. And now he no longer has 3 elves for Heritage Druid. Because Wirewood Symbiote is an insect. Play Mishra Bauble, play Mox Opal, and pass. Kind of strange. Not gonna lie. Not sure why you need, unless you need to instant speed, use Mox Opal for something. But I don't know what you would need the 1 mana black. Maybe it's like a Fatal Push, just to kind of keep his board clear. It is not, so he's decreased storm count for no reason. Okay, there's a second Vault of Whispers, 2 cards in hand. Now he can crack the bauble to draw an extra card. We have no idea what it is, and he just passes. Dave should be drawing a card. Does Dave draw a card off the bauble? This is a mixed mistrigger. So it looks like Dave is missing a trigger here. He should be up 1 card. That's a big setback because he's effectively done nothing for 2 turns. Unless I've misread the situation and he's, for some reason, cracked the bauble at the beginning of Andrew's upkeep. Dave checking on the camera because he's forgotten a trigger. So Andrew fetching for Dryad Arbor. Dave drawing for turn. Draws off the bauble. Okay. So that might have been misunderstanding when he cracked bauble. So now he's in the tank with 4 cards in hand. Not entirely sure what he can do from here. Looks like Dark Ritual, Infernal Tutor, and 2 other cards. Looks like none of them are Urza Sagas. So it looks like we are going to tap 2 mana for Infernal. Okay. Reveal Dark Ritual. So Storm count 1. I guess that's what we can use the text now for, right? We're gonna make it like the most ugly shade we can find. Actually, no, we'll make it purple. Where can we put it? We'll put it down here. Okay, so Dave has Dark Ritual, Storm, and passed the turn, so we no longer need this. Andrew has now cast a Glimpse of Nature and is about to pop the fuck off. Taps 1 for Glimpse of Nature, 1 for Heritage Druid, tapping the Dryad Arbor for Birchlore Rangers, draws a card off the Glimpse of Nature. So Andrew's Storm count is now at 2. 3. His Storm count is at 3. And now we're going in with the team. No, making 3 mana. Play Elvish Visionary. Draws 2 cards. 1 off Glimpse, 1 off the Visionary. Untaps the Nettle Sentinel. Every time you cast a green spell, you get to untap Nettle Sentinel. Very good with Heritage Druid. So he has 2 elves that are up. If he can use the 1 mana to play another elf, he's got 3 more mana to keep going. He could also tap 2, use Birchlore Rangers to tap down the Elvish Visionary and Nettle Sentinel to generate 1 point of mana if he has an Elvish Visionary in the hand. I do believe that the Boseiju is still in his hand. He uses the Wirewood Symbiote to bounce the Birchlore Rangers back to untap Heritage Druid. Okay, so this is a different line. Recast the Birchlore Rangers. So I think you should have activated the Heritage Druid first to get an extra untap off the Nettle Sentinel. The Nettle Sentinel should be untapped now. Yeah, there we go. So that's 3 more mana, giving him 5 mana. But the only thing that doesn't have Summoning Sickness at this point is Wirewood Symbiote and Nettle Sentinel. That's a 5 mana. Cast Green Sun Zenith for 1. Untaps the Nettle Sentinel. Okay. Does he get another? Oh, he gets a Wirewood Symbiote. Very interesting. Cast the Wirewood Symbiote. So he has to go down 1 mana and draw a card, right? I'm very confused. Why is he not going down on mana and why is he not drawing a card? Oh, because of Green Sun Zenith. Second Glimpse of Nature. So now it draws 3 cards off of this. Taps for 3 mana. Gets a Quirion Ranger, untaps Nettle Sentinel, draws 2 cards. Okay. So now we go down 1 to get an Allosaur Shepherd. Tapping 3 more for 4 mana. Just gonna keep the train going. Draw 3 cards off of Elvish Visionary. So I don't think he can win on this turn unless he can play a Crater Hoof that can attack for 16, right? Tapping for 3 mana. So how many creatures does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So how big is Crater Hoof? It's a 5/5, right? So if you can generate enough mana to cast Crater Hoof. Yeah, okay, so I'm not sure on the math or how he gets the Crater Hoof out, but it looks like he just hard cast the Crater Hoof that was in his hand, and he takes it 2 games over Dave. Oh, sorry. I thought Dave was gonna storm off, but the green player started to storm off first, and yeah, we can I thought I got rid of it, but I didn't transition. We didn't transition. Okay. We're gonna take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll be back with round 2.